welcome to Powerful, the Power Metal Podcast, the podcast with the most powerful music and the most powerful opinions. I am your host, as usual, Fernando, and I am joined by my good friend from the other side of the continent, Kyle. Kyle, how are you doing in this wonderful, wonderful week on the start of June?
I'm doing wonderful as I have just returned from the promised land, that is Madison, Wisconsin, for Mad with Power Festival. You know, we do this every year and I love it. And I'm here to bring the good word to the people of Powerful so they can be regaled with my tales of power and metal and cheese and beer and friends and all the good times that Mad with Power brings to us.
Indeed, it is one of basically the powerful time of the year when you do all your little fest attendances, more fests than I can count. It's not that many, but I like to exaggerate. It's cool. It's very cool. I cannot attend all these, of course. They are not very convenient for me, but luckily, Mad with Power has a stream. So
you just spent half of the last episode of Powerful talking about all these wonderful shows you get. You're doing fine.
I know. Oh, I know I am. Obviously, I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning how it works. So this is gonna be the Kyle Power Hour, where he tells us everything about having a nice fest without me nagging him to speak to a camera or a microphone.
Oh man, it's after the whirlwind of Epic Fest, it was so nice to just chill. My God, like people were asking me like, "Oh, so are you like doing like interviews or something here?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm just hanging out. It's great." If Fernando was here, he could force me, but he's not, so fuck him. You know what?
I actually thought about it. I actually thought about tasking some of our friends to actually nag you to get some content, but I did not in the end.
I wasn't gonna do it.
Oh, I mean, you wouldn't be aware of it. Just someone would be filming you every now and then.
Doing content to me.
Just exploiting the Kyle. But you could enjoy it. It's good. It's better. And now you can tell me and everyone that's listening all about it. All about the incredible weekend that is Mad with Power Fest in this year of 2026, the ninth edition.
The ninth one, yes. It's almost a decade. We're getting there. I've been going every year since the third one. So there's a year off for COVID, but this is my 7th overall Mad with Power. Coming from California every time. It's not. It's a bit of a doozy, but I'm doing it.
It's always an awful trip, but you always make it in the end.
I always make it. Like we said last year, even the fest wasn't happening, I would take a weekend to go to Madison or something with the boys.
Yeah.
All right. Should we kick it off then with the pre-party here?
Yeah, let's do it. Day 0, if you will.
Day 0. So the pre-party was, I immediately went from the airport to the Great Dane, the beer garden, and was greeted with beer and cheese curds as soon as I landed in Madison, before I even went to the hotel. That's how we do it.
That's what I did too when I went. I think it's a great move because it's such a nice place. And especially if you have your friends there, it makes even more sense.
Yeah. And they were already a couple beers in. So it's like, oh, gotta catch up. Yeah. Yeah. So then later in the evening, there is the official pre-party at Aftershock Arcade. They are lovely enough to host us every year. So have more beers there. It's kind of like your first big, everyone's getting back together saying, hey, what's up? Having the big old hugs and everything. Good vibes there. Get to play some arcade games. I did some House of the Dead, some Time Crisis, some DDR, which did not go great. Some Guitar Hero, which went better than I expected for me being out of practice at Guitar Hero.
Nice.
So I'm happy with that. If I had to levy one criticism at the pre-party, it's that it is so goddamn sweaty in there. I wish they had like.
What did you expect? It's an arcade place full of nerds that are already pre-gaming on cheese. Like,
yeah. So I think I spent like half the party just outside, where it's like, oh my god, fresh air. But anyway, it's still a good time.
Nice.
So we wrap that up. Then before the festival kicks off on day one, in years past, my friends and I would usually do some kind of like Madison tourism thing. Like Ty gives some recommendations, and we've done nearly all of those by this point. So now our pre-festival on both days is basically day drinking and eating cheese curds, and then take a bit of a nap, and then you hit back at it for the festival. So you're all good to go.
Oh my god!
I suppose day drinking is tourism in its own way.
I mean, there's more tourism to do for sure. Come on,
there is.
You guys probably didn't even go to that lake again, which was so nice.
No, but that's far away, and the bars are right there. So, have you ever considered that?
Oh my god,
buddy boy.
All right.
So the festival proper officially starts at 4:30. The first band kicking off this year was Hinayana. Hinayana is a melodic death metal band from Texas. This was, I'd say, a good show. Not one of my favorites, but it was good. The main guy, I think, had some good stage presence. This band, I would say they lean more towards the death side than the melodic side of melodic death metal, which I think doesn't always resonate as well with the Mad with Power crowd. But it was an enjoyable show. I think the sound wasn't quite dialed in mix-wise yet, but that happens.
That happens.
The first band on the next day, I think, had some similar issues, but then it later on got better. So that's how it goes. I enjoyed Hinayana's set. I think they were a solid enough opener, and I need to listen to them a bit more as well. That's the thing. When there's usually a couple bands in the lineup where I've never listened to them before, and I'm like, okay, I really should give them the proper effort. So that'll be one for these guys. And then the second up is A Sound of Thunder. This is more of like a trad-ish metal band from the DC area. Now, this is a redemptive set. A Sound of Thunder was supposed to play Mad with Power a few years ago and had to very last minute cancel. And then it seemed like the band was going to be dead, but they managed to come back to life. And man, this was an awesome show. I am so glad that they were able to make this work.
Nice.
Because it was one of my favorites. Super high energy, just like some great riffs, just really getting the people going. Some great stage presence. I want to give special shout out to one of their guitarists, a guy from Honduras. They said this dude was so cool. Had so much energy, the way he's jumping around the stage and like hoisting his guitar up in the air. This was so fun. Their singer Nina has so much power in her voice. This was a real highlight of the fest for me. I'm very glad I got to finally see A Sound of Thunder. It's been a long time coming.
Nice. That's great.
Yep, this Sound of Thunder also had the honor of me buying a shirt from them. I'm getting picky with my shirt purchases because I've got so fucking many shirts, dude. I've got too many, so I'm being pickier now. It's got to really speak to me. It's got to be something special. And they did win me over here. They had a nice design. It was festival exclusive. And what I really love about these festivals is when there's a show that like really resonates with the crowd, and then immediately after you see their merch line like stretching across the venue. You're just like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love that little bit of spirit there.
That's great. Very nice.
Yeah, big shout out to Sound of Thunder. If they do manage to get a show together near you, I highly recommend that. This was super fun.
Cool.
Alrighty.
What else do we have?
Then next up we have Helsátt. This is a mellow death folky-ish band from California. Hey, shout out. Yep, they have a bit of like it was like vaguely Western theming is kind of the way they're leaning these days. It was kind of weird at first, but I gotta say they won me over as the show went on. This was fun. It was a very I'd say energetic show. The crowd I think was really going for most of Man of Power this year. Some of the shows later on got really chaotic too. So which we'll get to. But yeah, I had a really good time with Helsátt. I'm happy that my California representation is going strong here. This was a good one. They were also one of the bands that was wandering around throughout the festival later. The singer of Helsátt even came by the Afterparty at one point and like donated some whiskey. So,
nice.
Cool guys that will influence the review on Powerful. Remember, we can and will be bought.
Yes.
It is not hard. So thank you to Helsátt for being cool.
Nice.
And they put on a fun show as well.
Nice.
All right. That brings us to the real festival exclusive, A Man with Power, the dinner break. The lovely, lovely dinner break. Don't gotta miss any bands here to scarf down some food in like a 15-minute changeover or something. It's all good. You can get some beer, get some food in you, take a little bit of a load off, come back recharged.
Yeah, it's very, for anyone that's new to this, you can tell this is very special. Like, because it's a 2-day music festival, decently long, decent amount of bands, and usually you sometimes have to choose if you want to eat what band you're gonna miss. It's not a multi-stage festival, so clashes don't exist here, but still, Ty, the organizer, makes the effort of saying we're gonna reserve a slot so that everyone can leave at the same time, go have some food, chill, and nobody has to miss anything intentionally, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, I always really struggled with that in the earlier iterations of the festival. At one point, I was talking to a guy who it was his first time there, and he seemed like confused that there was a dinner break.
I mean, to me, first time I heard about this, I also find it very confusing because I'm used to, I'm going to a music festival. I'm going to pack a sandwich and a bottle of water if they don't take it from me at the entrance, and then we'll eat again tomorrow. And that's life. So this is a quality of life that I didn't know could be possible.
Yeah. The additional bit of quality of life that comes with the dinner break is it's a good opportunity to also get some video games in, because the other like big theming part of Mad with Power is the whole video game environment and theming. Mm-hmm. So they've got arcade games like and pinball like lining the whole venue. You can go upstairs and there's even like consoles set up there. They had a cool thing this year. There was this long table with like a console from like every generation going back to the like 2600, which is next to each other, which was cool.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen the Sega 32X. I don't think I've ever seen that in person, but they had one of those. And they have setups for doing like for Cursed Halo, and I think there might have been Quake or something in there. They've got Time Crisis. They've got Clone Hero, I think, was set up there. There's a dude really shredding on that when I was walking around.
Nice.
But yeah, so they've got a ton of really cool stuff there. They've got they even had some, it looked like Japanese fighting game cabinets in there too. So it's a really cool collection that they have, and you can always see people checking stuff out throughout the whole festival. If there's a band you really don't like, you can ditch their set to play video games.
I think that's a cool thing.
Option.
Yeah, it's a good option as well, because if you're not really into the band and you're not actually leaving, and you become part of the set dressing for everyone else, so everyone wins.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's a really cool part of Mad with Power. It's just part of what makes the festival unique.
And then you gotta go back for more bands.
Yeah, we okay, you might say, because next up is Okay, Goodnight. I believe they were supposed to play Metal Power a couple of years ago, but didn't work out. So again, glad that they were able to get here. Okay, Goodnight is a prog rock / metal band. This is the only one on the lineup that I don't think is on Metal Archives. So apologies to them. Okay, Goodnight might be best known as the band of Casey Lee Williams, who best known for her work on the Ruby soundtrack.
Oh,
of
yeah.
all things.
I remember the name. Yeah.
She, it's another one of those Berkeley bands.
Yes.
They're buddies with Seven Spires, and they share a bassist with Pete Dorena.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the first time I've ever seen Pete not wearing black. It's when
that sounds cool and interesting.
Yeah, right. So, Okay, Goodnight. This was a cool band. I mean, it is proggy as hell, I gotta say. And on the overall, not so much on the heavy side, although towards the end of the set, it definitely did get heavier, and the prog pit's kicking off. So it was I think right after the dinner break was the perfect slot for this. It was my like digestion set. But then it kicks up towards the end as you get ready for the heavier stuff later in the evening. Overall, I enjoyed the show. I gotta say, so at one point, they're leading into a song, and she's like, all right, this next song has this call and response bit. The song is so proggy, I couldn't tell where the call and response was supposed to be. I don't remember hearing the crowd say anything back either. So
your brain is not proggy enough.
We're too small brain at the metal festival for whatever it is they got going on. I'm sorry. They had a dude doing dual duties with keyboard and guitar, so they're a real prog band with that.
Oh, that's real prog. Yep.
Yeah, right. So the first of many sets for Mr. Pete Dorena. He's the MVP of this festival. We'll get to all of that.
Yeah.
Casey Lee Williams also was guest vocals with Seven Spires on Lightbringer.
Yes.
And maybe I can mention this with the Seven Spires set, but I was shocked they didn't have her come out to do the song with them. But oh well.
I think that song is was not on the set list either.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But I thought this would have been the opportunity.
Yeah, whatever. Life is complicated.
Indeed. I'm sure there's lots of drama. Oh, they hate each other.
No, that is not true. He's making stuff up. We don't know anything. People are nice. People are nice until proven otherwise.
Yes, and you know what was real nice? This next up is the Dragonland set. This is one I was really looking forward to. Dragonland is one of those bands I feel like I kind of never thought I'd get the opportunity to see. And I hear they're coming to Man with Power. I'm like, they're going to get visas for that? That's amazing. What? And I thought they were headlining. They didn't headline. They only had like a 40-minute set. The motherfuckers didn't bring any merch.
Incredible.
I'm like, I would have bought an overpriced t-shirt from them so fast. And yet they had nothing. But all that aside, this set was amazing. I fucking loved this set. It was so good. They're so good live. Great energy. The set list is just pure bangers. There was very little like talking between songs. It was just hit after hit, all killer, no filler. It is criminal that this was only a 40-minute set. Like, I mean, short and sweet, sure, but man, I could have used so much more. I love this set so much. This was like singing along to the Black Mare with everybody. It was such a super memorable experience.
Nice. That's great. I love that for you. That you had such a cool set to enjoy.
Yeah, as they were getting ready for the last song, guy next to me was like, "Oh, what do you think it's gonna be?" I'm like, "Oh, I hope it's the Black Mare." And then he says, "Oh, this next song is about a horse." I'm like, "Yes!" So, I'm glad they know like where the hits are with the people like here, and then they surprise end with their never-ending story cover, which is fun as well. Maybe I should see that movie at some point.
You've never seen it?
No, it was before my time.
It's not It's weird.
I assume it's one of those that's not actually that good unless you were like a child in like 1988 or something.
When I was a child in 1990s, whatever, and watched it, I remember liking the idea, but it was a bit.
Yeah,
we should watch it. We should just watch it and talk about it next time.
Yeah, we'll get there, and then we'll listen to Dragonland. It'll be sick.
Yeah.
So the Dragonland guys even stuck around the festival. I remember seeing them at the Cheese Massacre, and Jonas, the singer, was even like wandering around with beers in his hand during the sets. I saw him crowd surf at one point. I'm pretty sure it was him, or either that or a guy who looked just like him. But yeah,
nice.
So I guess I'll mention, I don't think I've ever seen as much crowd surfing as I have at this festival. It was like nonstop for like half the bands, especially during like the hype moments, like Black Mare. I was the Black Mare when I was always holding people up, man. It's crazy. Yeah. There was like a group of dudes in the middle of the crowd who was just like, all right, anyone who wants to go up is going up. And really the biggest shout out to the Sylvie's security staff, catching everybody, keeping them safe, warning the people in the front when people were heading their way, so you're not just getting the surprise kick in the face like you normally do with this stuff.
Very important role that makes all of these sustainable.
Yes, definitely. So I'm very glad that the Sylvie guys are handling all of that like real champs. Yes, Dragonland show, absolute highlight for me. It was so much fun. God, I really hope I can get to see them again.
Awesome.
One of these days here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, eventually you'll catch them again for sure, right? Because they are playing actively. It's not like they're not. They are just in Europe, so you gotta do it in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, they'd be a perfect band for Epic Fest. I don't know if they haven't played there since we've been there. I don't know if they met up the first year. I did see a guy like comment on like a Facebook thing like, "Oh, I should get Soren to book you for Epic Fest." I'm like, "Yeah, do that. That'd be great." That'd be it. That'd be great at Epic Fest.
That would be great.
Yeah. So, like I said, I thought they should have been the headliner. You know, all the love to Seven Spires, but I thought Dragonland was a bigger deal. But whatever. Seven Spires was a headliner, and this was a long set. This was, I think, like over an hour and a half set. They played a ton of songs, quite a few deep cuts on there. They skipped a few of their like more popular songs too. And yet, Fernando, I gotta say, I'm starting to take it a little personally at this point. There's like a 18-song set list with deep cuts, and Unmapped Darkness is not a one to be found among them. What's going on here, bud?
This is awesome. I love this. I know you do. I'm never gonna leave this down because it's hilarious. Hilarious that this is still going. It seems like it will still keep going.
Hey, so if I did the counting right, Prog Power is going to be my 7th time seeing them. So
the golden number for the band.
Golden number. If they don't do it, then I'm giving up hope. It's over. It's so over. It's Jover. It's everything, dude. Oh my god. So, but ignoring the personal attack. This was a great set. We've talked about Seven Spires live a lot recently.
Yes.
They're fantastic. What do you want me to say?
Fantastic.
Yes. What are some like minor points I can mention here? So, like they only have 3 people like in the main front of the stage, and the Sylvie's decent sized stage, and they are able to fill up the stage like stage presence wise, which is very impressive from them. I feel like their guitarist Jack over the years has his performance, especially during like the guitar solos, I think has gotten really good. Some nice showmanship going on. It's funny. Their songs generally on the like sad and depressing side of things, but he looks like he's having a great time shredding. So
yeah. It's like everything is dark and brooding, and then Jack is there smiling and looking up. It's great.
Yeah, and I love that like when they go into a guitar solo, usually Adrian will like point to him or like hype him up or something. That's always, I like the band cohesion there. Meanwhile, Adrian during the like a lot of the harsh stuff, like she doesn't just like stand there and growl. Like she's usually like crouching down or like slouching across the stage, like doing these like more emotive movements. You know, I wanted to call it theater kid energy, but like in a good way.
But it is theater kid energy.
Exactly. But she's not just singing; she's performing.
Yeah,
it sells like the emotion of the song.
That's what everyone should be doing. Better. By the way, if you have a band, you're supposed to.
Yes, they
to
should.
Do the whole performance, not just play.
Yes, this is your time to be a theater kid.
Yeah, especially if you are into this kind of music, into this vague style of melodic and power metal adjacent. You have to be doing all the theatricals.
Exactly,
and they do it real good. I was watching the stream for the Seven Spires set.
Yes, they do a live stream the whole fest for
free. Yeah, which is incredible, to be honest.
Yeah, really.
A festival puts on the effort to do a whole ass free live stream, which over the years has been getting better and better. They have actual presenters between the bands talking on the stream so that the people watching are like have something to watch if they stay on for the whole day. And then you get a multicam stream. There's someone switching cameras, showing it so that it's not just a static image and it's not boring. And this year they had a decently good mix for the stream, which is an extra expense to have. So it is a great thing. And they have open donations during the stream that are split equally amongst all the bands that play, so nothing goes to the fest, which is there's a lot of effort going from the organizers and the people that really care about it, that are volunteering their time and their work to make this whole thing happen, which is very hard. It's very hard to keep something of this quality be sustainable. So gotta support it because it's very, very cool. It's a great product. It's a great piece of entertainment. I was happy to make a donation on the cost of a day ticket just for being able to watch the stream, because nothing else. No one else is doing this in our space. So
yeah. I mean, it's a lot of effort for just like a completely like community focused thing, for people to watch it and for the bands to split the extra money that comes in. Like that's lovely. I love that.
And that was a great day one. Really.
Really excellent day one. Followed up, of course, with the after party, which, you know, it's always a good time to just have the community get together, get some drinks, get some snacks, and just keep the good times rolling. Thank you to the Indigo for not banning us for forever for this.
This is not an officially sanctioned after party. It's just something that happens because a bunch of people that go to this fest stay in the same hotel. And you know how it is. Someone shows up with a bag full of beers and someone else does too. And now you have a yearly party.
Yep. Yeah, it's that community aspect that is such a big part of this. Like, you could skip every single band and just go to that, and you know, it'd be worth it.
Yeah. That 1 year that I attended, you could see it was very easy to notice how big of a thing it is just to that time to hang out with those friends that go to the fests.
All right, so that brings us into day 2, which, as always, starts with the Cheese Curd Massacre, or the Massacred, as some might call it. Every year, we descend on the farmers market that surrounds the Capitol in downtown Madison, and it's always fun to see the big collection of black-shirted nerds in the summer heat, and all the normies just staring at like, what's going on over here? But as we descend upon this farmer's market and buy a bunch of cheese curds, I always have there's this stand out in front of the Capitol. They call it like bread cheese or baked cheese or something. That stuff rocks. I get some of that every year. The main guy selling it is like, oh yeah, I remember you guys are here. Us, you know, weirdos in the black shirts, but it's a good time. we take a big old group picture in front of the Capitol, which I think they just posted this morning.
Yeah.
You can see me if you really zoom in on the back there.
I was looking for you and I couldn't find you. And I was thinking, like, would Kyle miss this? He wouldn't miss the cheese.
No. I'm there.
Okay. Good.
Of course. And then the Madison Capitol is open to the public and is really cool. There's some great artwork in there, some great architecture. Definitely recommend you check that out at least once if you're there. I ditched the tour of the Capitol because I've been there plenty of times, and I go get more beer and more cheese. Yeah. Shout out to the Tipsy Cow and their Tipsy Burger, which is really greasy and really cheesy.
Oh my God. Honestly, with the heat and the humidity there, I would not eat something like that. It's a bit too much.
It is a lot, yeah. But you can get some more spotted cow and you're all good to go.
Sure.
Does New Glarus sponsor Mad with Power? Because they totally should. Man, that's a match made in heaven. Because we're drinking New Glarus beers the whole time we're there. They're a beloved Wisconsin institution.
I don't know. Gotta look it up. Gotta check. Gotta make things happen.
Yeah, come on, Ty. Make that happen. You're listening, right, Ty? I know you are. You voyeur, you. All right.
People cannot be normal if they're listening to this. It has to be a problem with their personality.
If you're listening... If you're listening to a power metal podcast, there's something wrong with you. Wrong. I say, as the guy producing the power metal
Oh my God.
And we love you for it. Thank you for listening.
Incredible. It's a miracle anyone stays here. So
yeah, we're monsters having a party. Speaking of which,
oh my God.
The first band on day 2 was Super Monster Party. This was our obligatory video game band of the year, and one I was been excited to see. I really like these guys. They've been on my band suggestion list for the last few years. They did a song collaborating with Ty on their last album, and after that point, I'm like, okay, it's inevitable. These guys are gonna play the fucking fest. They finally did, and this was a really fun show. Like I said, first band of the day doesn't always get the people going. Super Monster Party got the people going with really high energy. Especially about halfway through the set, they played their DDR song, and they kicked off a heavy metal conga line that went through the entire venue. They had balloons dropping from the upstairs VIP area during this. I don't even know how they prepped that.
Amazing.
But they did.
Absolutely amazing.
It just turned into this huge dance party, and they keep that energy going, and it was a lot of fun. Their main guy does a great job interacting with the crowd. They got some good whoa-ohs or easy crowd interaction that everyone loves. So I always love that. I'm an easy mark for that.
That's great. That sounds like a great way to open the second day.
Yeah, and any remnant of hangover I think is gone by that point.
Nice. Very nice. Very on theme as well with all the video games.
Definitely. They have videos going of all the whatever video game with the song they're doing is from. When they did the Castlevania song, it was a lot of hype moments and fight scenes from the Castlevania TV shows, which I'm sure is not legal, but I don't care because it was cool.
Yeah. Rule of cool wins for now.
Exactly. All right. See, after them was Vintersea. Sort of a mellow death. Metallum calls them extreme progressive metal, which
okay,
sure, I guess. From Oregon. So more West Coast, Best Coast making it out there. Love to see it. These guys were good. I've always heard people saying good things about Vintersea, and like I said, all these bands where I was I see them, I'm like, damn, I gotta listen to them more. Vintersea is one of those for me. Their lead singer had so much energy bouncing around the stage while they're doing all the big riffs. This was a good show as well. Let's see. Do I have anything else in them? Yes. I forgot. The lead singer is Kayla Dixon. She was the singer. I always forget this. She was the singer of Helium Prime for like a hot minute. The very first time I saw Helium Prime she was the singer, and it is just a wild, small world thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, Kayla. Now I remember. Oh, that's wild. Huh.
Right?
That's a nice nugget of connection. Cool.
Yeah, like I said, small world in the American melodic metal scene.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, Vintersea, as one of the, like, darker, heavier bands. I think those are sometimes a mixed bag with the more happy-go-lucky power metal crowd, but this one went over pretty well, I'd say.
Nice.
Next up, we have Paladin, our pally pals from Atlanta, Georgia. They have previously played at Metal Power a few years ago, and I've been dying to see them again because I really like these guys. And this set was, I think, another big highlight for me. This was 40 minutes of just pure power metal shredding.
Nice.
And it is awesome.
Yeah.
I really love this set. Like these are little dudes with big shred. It goes so hard. I have a great time with this every time I see them. I think their show flowed better than some of the previous times I've seen Paladin. I feel like they do a lot of like fucking around, switching guitars and tunings and stuff between songs. They didn't waste as much time with that this time. And their bassist guy does a good job kind of like keeping the crowd engaged. He sort of does like pseudo frontman duties while they're doing their guitar nerd stuff. I feel like the actual frontman Taylor, him and Alex, the other guitarists, they don't really have big frontman interacting with the energy.
I think you're wrong on saying pseudo. Like, clearly, from what you're saying, the bass player is the frontman. Why would you feel something different?
He doesn't do the lead vocals. I mean,
that doesn't matter. That's different.
As a distinction.
That's different from being a frontman.
99% of the time,
yeah,
the
but
lead
it's not.
Is the front
but
person,
it's not
right. Am I right?
It's not necessarily that. It's not
necessarily. This is that 1%. All right. So, yes. So I appreciate that their bassist does a good job with that.
Good
Meanwhile,
bassist.
Yes. Those bassists are good for something. Oh, who knew?
Shut up.
So, Paladin also did some songs for new material that is unreleased and will hopefully be part of a second album eventually. That stuff was sounding really good. Funnily enough, so one of the new songs they played is like not finished in the sense that they don't have like lyrics for it. So he was just going like da 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 to the vocal melody, whatever that's gonna be.
Splendid.
Which was really funny.
I love that.
I really want to see the recording of that. I don't know if I could find the Twitch file of that because that was super funny. But like the song sounds good.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
I actually I regret missing this part of the stream on Saturday. I only tuned in later at night. And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna miss Paladin. I really wanted to check it out again. And this sounds like it would
you would have loved this one, yeah. You definitely would have loved this one. So whenever this album comes out, they should have like a bonus track version of that song. That's just the unfinished da 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 part.
Yeah.
Nice. Paladin, they end their sets with the song Carpe Diem, which I think is a really strong closer because it has like these big woes for the crowd to just have like this big happy final moment there at the end too, which is always really nice.
Good songs, great songs,
yes.
Great performers. So I don't doubt it was amazing.
Power metal, go fast, make me happy. It's good stuff.
Yeah. That's the next band, Go Fast. It's not a band. It's another dinner break.
Yes. The next band is a repeat performance from the dinner break. You can head out there. So there's I didn't attend this, but there's apparently just like some dude hanging out in like the parking lot. They call it the car bar or something like that. So if you want to keep partying during the dinner break, you have an option of just having like a mini party in the parking lot, I guess. So enjoy your alcohol.
But
it's the community spirit, Fernando.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, the beers from the random car in the car park. Sure. I mean, I don't know why I sound like this. Like it's worse down here, where you can, when there's a very big event, you can buy choripanes from people's houses' windows. So it's, yeah, I get it. But anyways, the next real band is Seven Kingdoms.
Seven Kingdoms, one of the old classics and the old standbys of the American power metal scene. Seven Kingdoms, I really loved the like wrestling bits with like the rivalry they do with Lords of the Trident. It's a fun way of like keeping the like, you know, like festival crossover stuff going when like Ty comes out, like tries to like wrestle during the Seven Kingdoms set. I think I totally forgot to mention earlier. So during a Sound of Thunder's set, at one point the MC for the festival, a wrestler guy named Chris Carnage, who I have my own beef with, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh my god!
Comes out and during like a guitar solo, the singer of the Sound of Thunder is like pulls out like a giant sword and is like fighting Chris Carnage. And at one point her sword prop broke, and so it had to switch to hand to hand. But I do love keeping that just like keep the theatrics going when you have the opportunity. I love that.
Cool.
So Seven Kingdoms, they had a little bit with Ty, and they have more during the Lord set next after that too. And I like Seven Kingdoms sets. I've seen them a gazillion times at this point. They're good performers. I wish they didn't have like two slow songs like right in the middle of their set when it's not that long of a set, and they kind of kill the momentum for me. And then they don't play a lot of their best songs that I wish they played. But should I start to take that personally? Like Seven Spires, maybe. Seven Conspiracies, perhaps, but we'll workshop that bit. Overall, a good show, and they always end with In the Walls, which is one of their best songs. So I'm always happy to see Seven Kingdoms at the end of the day.
Okay. So it works.
I just wish they played more of the songs I like.
Right. They are not catering their show exactly to you, so they are wrong.
Bastards. Oh, Baron, those Seven Kingdoms, they don't play the songs that Powerful wants them to play. Oh, makes me mad, Baron. Speaking of Baron, let's talk about the Lords of the Trident, the hosts of this here festival. They play in the second to last slot every year. I don't know who are they sleeping with? Who are they bribing to make that happen? Oh, I smell something funny there. But anyway, every time I see Lords of the Trident, I always kind of wonder, what are their new bits going to be at this festival? Because they really lean into the theatrics. That's a big part of what makes it fun to see Lords of the Trident. One of the main things for this one was that they had 4 new songs. That's quite a bit.
That's cool. I like that. I really like when bands do that. You gotta get the new songs live first.
Yes, the first new song also has a special guest who did a little video intro for us. Mr. Matt from Fellowship is guesting on the... I'm like, oh... The saddest part of this is it gets my hopes up for Fellowship to be playing the festival again. I'm like, oh, don't give me hope, man. But yes, Matt, they had a little video going in the background with Matt whenever his vocals came on there too. So I'll be really interested to hear the album version of this. Another fun bit they did is during the song Dance of Control, they had the keyboardist from the band Queen of Dreams come out and joined them on keytar harpsichord duties, which is a really cool extra element to add to the set. Queen of Dreams, cool band. I liked their performance at Man of Power a few years ago. I liked their album from, I think it was last year as well. So they had a lot of guests during the Lords of the Trident set. I had been disappointed by the lack of crossovers during most of the sets throughout the festival, but Lords had a ton. So that was really good. During one of the new songs, they had the main guy from Helsátt come on, and during Burn It Down, filling in for Brittany Slays' part, they had Spinner from Seven Kingdoms come out and do that part as well. They had like a big wrestling bit during Burn It Down because like they had like more wrestling guys come out. Camden from Seven Kingdoms came out with like a steel chair. They're like taking the belt back. There's the ref, like a wrestling ref is like getting involved and getting overwhelmed.
They just did the full thing.
Yeah, so they went all out with the wrestling bit during this, which was a lot of fun. I'm glad they do that.
Cool.
I gotta say though, with this, I have no fucking clue what this new Lords of the Trident album is gonna be like. So like I said, they have 4 songs and they have videos going in the background for like the theming of all of them. The first one felt like a drug trip through space or something. The second one was about like printing money or something. The third one was like cyberbullying. And then the fourth one was like a Christian thing. So I have no idea what's going on. It's very out of the ordinary by Lords of the Trident standards.
I mean, the previous album, the videos were all over the place as well, just because, like,
right? But it's like a fantasy story at least, so you can kind of
but
okay,
you don't get.
We've done that.
Yeah, but like I remember when they were doing the videos for the last album, and like one of the videos is all of them dressed in white morph suits with a projector of another video projecting over them, and it was like, what in the sci-fi is going on here? And then the other video was completely filmed in the darkness, illuminated by fire only, and all those very I am a filmmaker ideas that Ty has. So
I mean they had a music video for I think every song on the album.
Yeah, so it was like a weird anthology.
Gotta get creative.
Yeah, which is cool. Obviously, it's great, and I like that they do that. So I wouldn't worry much about what is this album's gonna be about. It's just cool videos for cool songs, right? It doesn't have to be a cohesive movie, right?
It did.
Am I asking for too much?
Moment. Yes, we're always asking for too much. It's because we care, Fernando.
Sure. That makes sense, I guess.
In addition to all the new songs, the old favorites that Lords played, I think it was a lot of my favorite songs. So like These Tower Walls, Acolyte, and Charlatan. Well, those are all bangers. Burn It Down, like I mentioned with Seven Kingdoms. So I think they did a good job picking the set list there. They always end with the Metal Sea, their big have everyone come on stage and just sing along and celebrate thing. Which, is it weird to not have that be the end of the festival?
Yes.
Maybe.
100% it is.
Yeah. The very awkward thing with that is they do like a ton of group pictures after that, and coordinating it is always super awkward because it's like, okay, we get everyone on stage for the last song, and then we tell them to leave so Lords can take a picture. And then we bring everyone back to take like the group picture. And then we have like a staff only picture. And to their credit, they had Mario the photographer have these like giant signs like informing people which picture they're going to take.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Like, and then like on the back of one was like, get the fuck out, like Lords only. But it's still awkward to do all this shuffling around with the pictures. I kind of wish they would just do one. And just have everyone there and say, okay, that's our picture. But oh well, it's their fest. They can do what they want, I guess.
Yeah. You're just attending there. It's their thing. It's their world. You're just living in it.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Speaking of living in another world, the final headliner was Twilight Force, or half of Twilight Force, I guess.
Yep.
So Twilight Force had some like last minute lineup visa issues where one of their guitarists, well, I think he had been busy already. He wasn't on the last tour. But then also one of their singers, Alessandro Conti, couldn't get in. And then their bassist also couldn't get in. So they were down to 4 of the 7 original members. So the 2 vocalists and 2 guitarists were down to 1 vocalist and 1 guitarist. Luckily, they're able to do a good job covering it with the talent that they have on hand. And in addition, they had Pete from 7 Spires and OK Goodnight come in, do a 3rd goddamn set as the bassist for them. So big shout out to Pete.
Yeah, the real MVP of the fest.
For sure.
Pete the Reina pulling duties on bass, the most important instrument, saving
Although
the fest.
I have to imagine bass for Twilight Force is probably way easier than bass for 7 Spires and OK Goodnight, if I had to guess.
It varies, but maybe in some aspects. But in others, it's fast all the time, which is annoying.
It's fast, but it's probably less complex.
It is less. It's more straightforward, yes, to memorize.
He can do it in his sleep.
I mean, of bass player of his caliber, probably. Yeah, he really didn't need a lot of time to learn the songs, and maybe just have a little cheat sheet for some of them. But
yeah.
The
I don't think I've ever seen Pete smile so much as when he was on stage with Twilight Force, though, because he doesn't have to be an edgy boy. He can just.
He still had a character assigned to him and was like the vampire king or something like that.
Yes, of course they did give him lore, so he had to make it appropriate. He's a vampire lord. They said something about like blood powers, I think. So
yeah,
Twilight Force is gonna Twilight Force.
So the edge is there, but it's just
the edge is there,
smiling.
Yes, he's a jolly vampire lord. But so this was the big ending of the show. I think having them down members, it did leave the stage presence feeling maybe a little unbalanced or a little bit emptier than it should. Granted, I know what it's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
If this was your first ever live show from Twilight Force, I think you'd be perfectly happy with it.
Yeah, we have a very fresh comparison baseline.
Yeah, because Epic Fest, they were down Kristen, and now here they're down Conti. I need to get them. I can't get a full Twilight Force.
Someday.
Yeah, I mean, I got that first set with the new lineup at Prague Power, and that was great. So at least there's that. But so this was just the jolliest of times. Like, I can't really criticize what was going on with the actual members, because half the time I'm just like dancing and singing with my friends, having the best time of our lives.
So it works.
Yes. Like, it totally works to just get you singing along, get you feeling great. The crowd is having a great time. Like I said, there was tons of crowd surfing during all of this. In addition to your boy doing his first ever crowd surf during Magic of a New Dawn. It was my New Dawn.
Incredible.
Yes.
I can't believe I missed Kyle doing a crowd surf, but I am happy that you had this moment.
Yeah, like normally I'm like I don't want to put that evil on other people carrying me, but the crowd was obviously extremely willing to hoist people at this show, and the security was doing a good job catching people. So I did end up going for it. Shout out to our friend Johnny being like the final push to get me to go.
The actual master at crowd surfing.
He's a master
most
at crowd
photogenic crowd surfer I've ever met. He's really good at
it. I made sure a friend of mine took a video of me crowd surfing. He still needs to send that to me. I will text him to remind him to do that. But so I'll make sure you can see that. If I don't know how much of the crowd you're able to see on like the live stream, if you would have seen me there.
No, it was very hard because the live stream is focused on the bands. So there's a camera, there's a front facing camera to the band. So you see a bunch of heads, and you could tell that some people are crowd surfing, but you have to really be paying attention to the bottom of the screen to make out a face. And then the other cameras are on the sides of the stage, looking at the drummer and looking at the other players. So it wasn't like it probably like I was watching and I didn't see you because I wasn't looking for that.
Gotcha. So like as my first crowd surfing experience, it was fun. It was also very weird. Just the experience of being hoisted into the air and propelled along. I'll say nothing quite like it. So if you're able to experience it at least once, and safely, I'd recommend it just to give it a go.
Yeah, just you gotta remember to be nice about it. Like don't kick people. Don't move your arms so much. Just lock your core as much as you can and let them take you. And when you make it to the front and security people are grabbing you, let them pull you down and then leave to the side.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't have done it if the crowd and the security weren't all doing a good job of making it happen. So it gave me that confidence.
It's great. That's lovely.
What was funny is, so like as I was making my way back into the main area, one of the security guys like taps me on the shoulder and hands me a phone. Because he thought I had dropped mine, but it wasn't mine. It was someone who had gone, I guess, right before me or something. So I brought that over to the like lost and found thing, and someone I think went and got it afterwards.
Yeah,
so
hopefully it found its owner. Yep.
Yeah, it probably did. Because a buddy of mine who lost his phone and then immediately got it back. So yeah, it happens. Shout out to the Sylvie.
That's another thing that shocks me. Phones actually being recovered at festivals or shows. That's the first world thing.
The system can work, Fernanda.
Yes. I cannot.
We just have to believe in each other.
I can't.
I could have taken that phone and been like, oh, I'm gonna sell this. Like, but no, I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, I know, but I can't trust. It's too much has happened.
You're a broken, sad little man.
Yeah. Yeah. Too many phones have been gone. That shows. I lost one at Dragon Force, one at Megadeth. The Megadeth one was like I felt the hand going into my pocket and I grabbed someone, but that person didn't have my phone.
Jeez.
That sucks. Anyways, let's not bring it down because that Twilight Force set was pretty good.
Yes.
It sounded cool from the stream. I hadn't listened to it. Was cool listening Christine do all the songs solo because it's like a different version.
Yeah.
But you can tell, having both of them singing, Conti and Christine, that's probably the absolute best because their voices would match.
That would be
well.
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking all of this is just I'm getting unique experiences. The set list of this was pretty similar to the Epic Fest set, although they did swap in Twilight Horizon since they had Chris in there, and that's she has retroactively claimed that song as hers, I guess.
High notes are very high.
Yeah, that was one where I was like making more of an effort to pay attention to the performance because I just want to see her doing the thing that she got famous for, basically. That was really cool. My one disappointment, I guess, is even with a headlining set, they still haven't played Blade of Immortal Steel for me. I really want to see that live, just with all the like crazy soloing and whatnot. But maybe they need both guitarists to make that more doable.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. One guitarist down, it wouldn't be that interesting, and it wouldn't sound great, to be honest.
Yeah. Galen was doing a great job, though.
Oh, yeah, of course, but it's not written for one guitar. That's...
Yeah. But overall, Twilight Force was just the best time in terms, like, looking at all the sets, in terms of, like, most joy elicited from me. You know, that one definitely goes to Twilight Force.
Nice. Great. Awesome.
All right. And that was Man with Power for this year, at least all the bands that played. I had a phenomenal time watching them. If I had, I guess, picking up my favorites, like I said, Twilight Force, super happy, good times. That is just like, peak injected into my veins, good times, power metal. That's I'm always down for just sing along with my buddies like that. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Other highlights, Paladin for the pure shred goodness. That's just sick as hell. I love seeing that. I mentioned that to Taylor at the Afterparty that night too, because they came around. Super Monster Party for just doing a great job kicking off the day 2 as well. I really had a good time with that. It's great when like a band you like and are finally getting to see live like lives up to the hype. I think that was one of them, and Dragonland as one of the just like, I can't believe I'm getting to experience this. That one felt really special.
That's great. I love it.
And the Sound of Thunder, I'm glad that they got to come back in there too, because that was also a really good one.
So, overall, great fest, right?
Great fest. But there's always more to come. They announced the lineup for Man with Power 10, which is going to... They always have their video game themes. This year was Chrono Trigger. Paladin made sure to play their Chrono Trigger song, which was very appropriate. Good
very
song.
Appropriate.
But next year, Castlevania theming. They had, cool, like, vampire hunter stuff going on with the announcement video. It was also felt appropriate after all the Castlevania stuff with Super Monster Party. All right, who do we have playing next year? We start off with a few... I'll go through all the bands where I have not listened to them yet. I think those will be I'll be surprised by them when I listen to them next year. Including, and that is... Imminent Sonic Destruction, which is prog metal from Detroit. We also have Osiren, I think is how you hopefully say that. Also prog metal from Canada. Imagine Canada. We also have Nemesis Engine, video game death metal from Milwaukee. Always got to get the video game bands in there. So they'll also be one to check out. We also have Anubis. Anubis is a power thrash metal band from Los Angeles. I haven't listened to Anubis much, but their bassist Will is a buddy of mine, so I'll be happy to see him perform.
Powerful connection.
He also filled in on bass for Super Monster Party as well this year.
Nice.
So that was exciting. So shout out to Will. We also have Bethlehem, which they performed at Mount Power a few years ago. It's like fantasy melodic death metal. They were a fun show. This will be a fun one to revisit here as well. And then we start getting into the more power metal-y stuff, including Judicator, who, huge news of the night, is reuniting with their original guitarist, Alicia Cordisco. I had kind of fallen off of Judicator after she left, because like that's the songwriting and the riffs that I'm there for. So they started the announcement off with a video of Alicia, and when she's up there, I'm like, so what project? Because she's got like a million projects these days. Like, which band is it gonna be? And then it's boom, rejoining Judicator, and we're playing. I'm like, oh wow, this is the anime arc that I did not expect.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think anyone that we know expected that announcement. And also, it made me feel like, man, we're getting a Judicator reunion, and that means we need newer power metal bands. We're running out of younger power metal bands. When even Judicator, which in my brain is a much younger band than others that they've
been around a while.
But they've been around a while. Yeah, exactly. They
Their
can
first album
have
was
a
2012.
reunion. Yeah, and we need more younger bands that are, because everything is a reunion or an 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
it's
Judicator, we have history with them as the podcast. They were the first band we ever interviewed. You know, this is so I'm glad to see a cool new era from them here as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else we got going on? We got Power Glove going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, probably like the most appropriate band to have at Mad with Power, as they're like kind of like the original video gamey power metal band. So they were a lot of fun the couple times I've seen them. So I'm happy to have them back here as well. And then we start getting into some of the more the wild out there European picks. I'm always interested who's gonna get the visas. We've got Elven King coming from Italy to do their folk foresty elven power metal.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're gonna be at Prague Power this year. I think the maybe the visa lasts long enough for them to get into Mad with Power.
Hopefully,
so hopefully that all works out well. I really enjoyed when I saw Elven King a couple years ago, and I'm looking forward to seeing them at now I guess Prague Power and Mad with Power. That'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get into our headliners. We've got Majestica, or Tommy Johansson, the power metal guy, coming over to Mad with Power. I think this is a huge get. I think this is excellent. I loved the Majestica show at Prague Power, and seeing them get a headlining set, I think will just be a super good time.
Yeah.
And then the headliner of headliners for Mad with Power 10 is Unleash the Archers, doing a 10-year anniversary of Apex.
How is it 10 years since Apex?
I know.
What the hell?
Everyone's bones are creaking when they hear it's been 10 years since Apex.
Because wait, it couldn't have been 10 years now. It's going to be 10 years next year, right?
It'll be 10 years next year.
Because I didn't know you 10 years ago. So this doesn't make sense.
Because that was around the time we met. Was I think around the time
it was exactly. Like I remember, and this is gonna sound weird to some people probably, I don't know, but when I started talking with all the power metal people and met you, and we started thinking of doing all these things, the power metal subreddit was doing those the awards, the yearly awards, and Unleash the Archers had the award of most improved band on releasing their new album compared to the previous ones.
Apex is when they got really good.
Yeah, exactly. So I have this fixed point in history for me, and seeing it become that was 10 years ago. We gotta get an anniversary. Said it was like no man, what
painful.
What the hell?
But I'm sure it's gonna be an awesome show. As far as headliners goes, I think both of those are gonna be pretty big draws. I think this is gonna be another lovely festival. There's still one more band to be officially locked in. They said that they're like 90% of the way there. The contracts just need to be finalized and signed and whatnot. But we'll get the final band soon-ish here.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to happen on May 21st and 22nd of 2027. So next year.
So the last couple of years, the festival's been in early June, and I think they wanted to kind of move away from Prague Power was like the motivation for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all this date has also caused some problems because it kind of conflicts with like the Milwaukee Metal Festival and also Pride events. So they wanted to give a bit more space there as well. So it's going to be in May 21st and 22nd, right before my birthday.
Oh, ideal. It is. They are actually doing stuff for you because now you can celebrate your birthday there.
Yeah, normally it's like a little bit after my birthday. Now it can be a little bit before.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that Memorial Day weekend?
Or
is that the weekend after?
Let's see the calendar, because
it's either going to be that Monday or the Monday after.
I don't know calendars off the top of my head. So May 21st and 22nd, that's Friday and Saturday. Monday 24th, May 24th.
This says it's going to be Monday, May 31st. Okay, so no, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
But
okay,
it is Victoria Day in Canada.
Cool.
Yeah. Someone might be Canadian and saying, "Oh, long weekend, let's go trip to Madison."
The Archers, they're Canadian.
Well, but they are already going. They don't care. This is for the people, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm saying it'll be nice for Unleash the Archers. They've got day jobs probably, so they'll.
It's also the world. It's the World Schizophrenia Day as well. Globally observed.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So this is Mad with Power. It's always just the most lovely time, the best weekend of the year. I'll be there. Are you going to be there? You better. I say to the nebulous you.
The royal you.
Yes.
Yeah, so you better be there. Now, they are making sure that it's at least one credit card statement away from Prog Power. So hopefully you can pull off both of them.
Yeah, it's always fun at the end of like the after parties here. The like, oh, I'll see you at Prog Power in a few months, because it's a lot of the same people.
Yeah, that was great, Kyle. I'm happy that you had such a great weekend.
Yes, me too. It was. I had a very perilous journey back, but it's always worth it for all the silliness of getting to and from Madison.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow you have the most cursed travel when you go and come back from there. But, oh well. It's worth it.
Definitely. So, and like I talked to, I think, quite a few like first timers there this year, just hanging out, and yeah, and it's always nice to see newcomers and see them have such a great time.
Yes,
and then they want to come back too. They can tell their friends about it. Because we want to keep this wonderful thing going as long as we can.
Yeah, we need more new people. Come in and enjoy the fun.
Yeah. And we need Ty to listen to all of my specific band suggestions, because then it would be even better if it appeals to my taste.
That's the plan. That's why we do this, just to make everything work for us too specifically.
Yeah, so we can continue being the real shadow government of power metal.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Kyle, thanks a lot for all of this new travel episode. I think by now half our episodes are about us going to shows. I don't think it's
at least
it's a bad thing, but you guys let us know if that's okay.
We're gonna do it works because the people who didn't go, they get to experience it vicariously
through us.
The people who did go, they get to relive it nostalgically.
It's perfect.
So it works perfectly.
Everyone wins. The next episode is also going to be one of these, because I am going to see Rhapsody with an orchestra and a choir with Luca Turilli in Chile. So look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. That's the next episode. You are warned.
Another episode of Fernando tells us about the amazing Latin American power metal shows.
Yes. We have to have something going for us.
Yes.
Like we don't.
Hey, you got a World Cup coming up. Maybe you'll win that, and then you can.
We'll see. I don't know. The climate is very chill. Like there's not a lot of buzz going on about it. Like the whole this year's World Cup, it's looking really boring and bad, and nobody wants to participate because everything is going wrong. It's a whole mess. But that doesn't matter.
Well, you won the last one, so you can just keep that.
Yes, and what matters is our power metal festivals, not the World Cup. And
indeed,
they are still happening. So, you know how it goes. Stay powerful.
Stay powerful.